Hello everyone, Randy here, and we're playing Gold Rush, the game. And for those of you who watched the last live stream, we finally got Tier 3 completely set up and running. We had everything for Tier 3 last episode. The only thing we didn't have, though, was a way to load it. So again, if you watched the last live stream there, we basically did a bunch of work with Tier 2 and the excavator over there. Dug a pretty deep hole over there, and finally rustled up enough money here to get a front-end loader. It was 112,000 for this, I think, or something like that. So, yes, finally got a front-end loader, got Tier 3 set up, ran all the hoses and electrical and all that good stuff here for it. So, again, for those who didn't see it, we'll just go over it real quick here. Electrical here for the hopper and the conveyor belt, running off of one generator. Then the second generator here running the power for the shaker and the trommel. And then a small extension cord. Where does that go again? That goes, down to the duplex jig, I believe this is called here, to the duplex jig. So that's what that is. So that's what that generator is running. And then, of course, we got a pump here supplying water to the shaker. And then it also supplies water all the way down here. So yeah, you can see a bunch of hoses and stuff running down here. All the way down to the hog pan down here. So apparently this needs water as well. I don't know if you could get away with the non-pump version of the hog pan. I don't know of that. Yeah, it just seems like you shouldn't need water here because there's plenty of water, you would think, coming out of the duplex jig, but maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, we got water hooked up to it. It is working. And let's see what else do we have here. Got a second pump. Where did I put the second pump is down here. That's what the second hose is for. I've got a second wave table and magnetite separator setting up down here. Seeing as how I had them anyway, it's like, well, I might as well use them rather than take the ones over from Tier 2 setup over there. Again, if you watched, I think, was it last episode? I forget it was either the last episode or the live stream there. I mentioned the reason I have two of these, what happened is I bought a set. I bought a magnetite separator and a wave table. And I was halfway to the claim here, saved the game, had to quit, leave, and do some other stuff. Reloaded the game, and my magnetite separator and wave table were gone. They were no longer, I had the large trailer over there I was hauling them with. They were no longer in the large trailer. They disappeared. It's like, well, crap, that's no good. So what I did, I went back to the store, bought another wave table, bought another magnetite separator, drove to the claim here, dropped them off, and then I think, I quit the game again. I reloaded the game. I forget what I did. Anyway, I was going back to the shop, and there along the road sat my wave table and magnetite separator. It's like, you got to be kidding, really? So anyway, that's why I have two of those. Got them hooked up with a second generator. Well, actually, this would be a third generator, actually. And second pump for water and power for these. No, I guess I couldn't. I don't think there's enough connections up here to run the power and water off of these generators and pumps. So that's why I got a second set down there for just those. But anyway, let's, we're almost full, and actually some of this actually is full here. But just for the sake of it here, we'll maybe dump a load or two of dirt in here just to show it all working. So like I said, you can see some of it is actually full. So we're probably going to waste a little bit of dirt, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'm pretty sure we have more than enough dirt, and there's no way we'll ever use all the dirt up here. Unless we're going to play a lot. The generators, the fuel does not last long. I've filled them up 4 times already now, I think. The pump here isn't too bad. That actually, the pump and the generators actually last about the same length. The pump is just a little bit longer. I think it's maybe a half hour or so of fuel in there. Up in the loader here. So far, I'm not sold on this loader, just the way the controls work. Just not, I don't know, it doesn't seem to work out for me now. You folks may have varied results on that, but just for me, I don't know. I kind of like the excavator better myself, so. But the front loader we could afford, so that's why we have it. Was kind of leaning towards the haul truck, but again, like I said, we can afford the front end loader, so that's why we have it. And we're just kind of cutting straight into the pay dirt here, I guess, if you will. So this is all the dirt we've ran through our Tier 3 setup here so far. Like I said, we'll just dump a load or two in here. We're not going to get too carried away because, again, everything is pretty much full there, so I don't want to waste too much here. One thing I have noticed, make sure you have your bucket raised low enough when you dump into this hopper here. Otherwise, for some reason, the bucket gets stuck on the hopper. I've had it happen, oh, probably 4 or 5 times now. I've had to reset the loader. Which reminds me, for those of you wondering, I have been asked this. Yes, you can reset your equipment. So all you have to do, go find your piece of equipment. In this case, we're in the loader here. Click on it and hit restore, and that'll reset it. The reset point's kind of like right where this trailer is here. That's where the reset point is. It's not that far away. Anyway, again, using Xbox One controller here for this. It'd be nice if I actually had kind of like the same controls as, say, Farming Simulator does with the mouse and keyboard. That might actually work a little better for me, maybe. Maybe I just need to get used to these controls a little bit too. That might help. I am definitely getting better at it, but okay, we'll dump that in there. Like I said, we'll call this good after this load here. It'd be nice in the game here if they actually maybe added some newer equipment as well. You know, say start out with this small old-looking loader, then maybe get a larger loader, and the same thing with the excavators maybe. That'd be kind of cool for future. Speaking of updates, there was another update when I started the game here today, so they fixed the loader sound apparently, and myself, I didn't notice it really. Apparently it had a looping sound error on it. I know a couple other people are mentioning that. I can't say I really noticed it. Sounds about the same to me, I guess, but... And then they fixed a few other things as well. We did the Tier 3 setup. I think we just ran like a couple loads of dirt through it during the live stream there. It kept saying it was full. They've fixed that now, so you notice you didn't see that error message coming up. And not really an error message either, but just the fact that it was full. Let's see, how are we looking down here? You know what, let's dump one more load of dirt in there just so then everything is 100% full. I'm just kind of curious to see how much gold we're going to get here. It'll be real close to being 100% full anyway. And then we'll go rinse all the mats and buckets and wave table everything, and fire the loader back up here. And I'm hoping as we get deeper down here, hopefully the gold will get better as well. We're noticing that with the excavator there as well. You know, once we started getting down, we started definitely seeing a little bit more gold there. Which is good, because it was getting to be pretty brutal there for the amount of work we were having to do trying to make some money here in the game. Again, I'd hate to have to do this after the update here legitimately. Again, we sort of done it legitimately because we had it all in Season 1. But again, when we upgraded to Season 2 there, basically started us with a fresh save game. So in order to get back to where I just bought everything using the $1 setting in the menu there. But yeah, they've definitely made it much, much harder to progress in this game. Which, for those of you who really like it, I guess maybe that's a good thing. But for those of you who think maybe it's taking a little bit too long anyway, yeah, they definitely made it take a whole lot longer to make any progress. I think we got 2 hired workers going here at the moment. So that's where the gold we currently have is coming from. Probably check on them, make sure they're still working. Controls on the Xbox controller here, by the way. Up and down on the left stick controls the bucket. Right and left on the left stick controls the steering. The right stick is for looking around. And then Y and B are for controlling the bucket up and down. So that's what's kind of confusing me a little bit. It's like, wait, button controls for the bucket, but that is how it is. And then you got the front fingers there. I forget what those are called. For speed, for backing up and reverse, both the left and right button there. Pull that down just a little bit. Let's get one more bucket, and then it should everything should be full, I would think. That is a pretty good climb out of there. When they were first going down, they really struggled getting the loader out of there. But now that we're, going down a little bit further, not having any issues. But when you're first kind of going down the steepest part of the descent there, trying to get the loader up it, yeah, the loader did not want to go up it very well. Okay, like I said, that should be full on everything here. Pretty cool watching the belt there. This thing doesn't really shake, does it? I guess you just see the water effect. We'll let everything kind of run through here a moment. Yes, looks like everything is 100% full. These are 100% full too. Okay. I won't be too concerned with these being 100% full. You get very, very little gold out of that. In fact, it's hardly worth setting up that hog pan down there. But if you want to do that, you can do that. So let's switch everything off here. Here we go. Everything kind of quiets down. And, of course, there are different trommels at the shop now, too. I believe there's one that's available to us, and then the other one is going to be available in the Frankenstein DLC, which is coming out in a couple of weeks here. So there is a DLC coming out for this game already. Should be rather interesting to add some of that equipment we've seen at the shop there. So anyway, let's get started here. Do I have a bucket of water here? I do. It's already been used, it looks like. Can I dunk these in here? I doubt it. Yeah, it's already... Okay. Let me just put that back there for now. I think I rinsed the moss, or the miner's moss out there already. So these things... Let's see here. Let's fire up the generator. And the pump. So just to show you how much we got. We got 8 to 5 ounces. And again, keep in mind it is going up because of the workers too. So 100% full. Oh, wait. It's 100% full already? Oh. Okay. Oops. Oh, well. Didn't realize it was already full. I don't think it's going to matter much. We'll just let it finish running here. Like I said, it's hardly... I mean, look at that. We didn't even get nothing on the magnetite, I guess. I think this is from rinsing them out once already. So, again, we should be able to watch the gold amount go up here. Oh, still going up. In my experience, we're probably going to get like 1/10 of an ounce from that. So that's literally how worthless, I guess you could say, that is. At least you get more buckets here, too. Not that it really matters, I guess, because you can't really hold more than one bucket. You know, if you could hold like 2 buckets and carry them down here. It'd be really nice if you could like have a way of filling up this bucket down here. You know, like take the hose there and just fill the bucket up with that. That'd be really nice, but... Is it done processing? I don't remember seeing the message come up yet that it is. And you can dunk 4 of these in the bucket, by the way. Yeah, it must be done processing it, but now I didn't even see the message come up there, but oh well. Like I said, it's hardly worth doing. And two, when you're running this setup, these do fill up fairly quickly. So like maybe probably like every 5th load with the front loader, you're going to have to go down here and empty those. Okay, we'll run up, grab another bucket of water here. We'll need that for the other sluice box there. And this is where we're going to get most of our gold from, by the way. Magnetite separators finished processing the pay dirt. Let's see, where's a good spot we can set this here. Guess we'll just keep setting it over here. Oh, maybe not. Ground isn't super level here. Okay, let's empty this in here. So we got 4.3 ounces, 0.43 ounces. And about 2/100ths of an ounce so far. 3/100ths of an ounce. 4/100ths of an ounce. And about 7/100ths of an ounce. 8/100ths of an ounce. 9/1. Yeah, about. Yeah, like I said, it's basically about, not quite, about 9/10ths. Not 9/10ths, 9/100ths. So almost 1/10 of an ounce of gold. Not quite from that. So like I said, it's hardly worth it if you ask me, but it is an option. So let's get these off here. And this is where the gold's going to be at. Go. Working our way up here. Don't remember how many you can dunk in a pail. Pretty sure it'll tell us when we can stop, so. Oh, it'd be nice if they could fix the climbing and jumping system in here in the game. Always getting stuck on it here. Oh, there we go. Yep, won't let you dunk it twice. I don't know why. People keep telling me you can dunk it more than once. It does not let you do that, so. It's going to let me dunk another one here? It is, okay. Oh, it is full. Okay. We'll just set that aside here for the moment. And we'll run that through the magnetite separator. Make sure everything's good here because we don't want to screw this bucket up. And we'll grab another bucket of water here while we wait for that to process. So this is where you can kind of see, this is where it'd be nice to have some way of filling this bucket because you constantly have to go run up here and fill the bucket from the water. You got a hose down there pumping water. It's like fill it up with that somehow, but oh well. At least it's not too far here from this particular setup. Okay, we'll finish rinsing out the last two here in a moment. And of course, we got the two buckets under there that are full as well. Don't think you get a whole lot of gold from those if I remember correctly. Oh, not that one. There we go. And last one. Oh, yeah, this happened last time, too. Keeps falling down. Obviously kind of annoying. There we go. And, yeah, it gets stuck under there. Happened that the first time I did this, too. I'm going to say probably another bug they need to fix from the looks of it. There we go. And we'll put the grills back on. Definitely need to make sure you have those on, otherwise you won't be getting any gold. Okay, ready to see how much gold we get from this? Cross our fingers, hopefully it's a lot. We currently have 8.6 ounces. Oh yeah, now look at that. That is going up. $13. 14, 15, 16. Gotta be about done here. It's probably about 16, 17 ounces. Ooh, 18, 18, 19, 19 ounces. Whoa. Okay, so we got what? Is that about 11 ounces from that? 11, 9 ounces. Or not 11, 9. 11 to 12 ounces from that. That is pretty good. Pretty good, if you ask me. Okay, let's this was the last two here. Let that finish processing here again a moment. Interestingly enough, we must not be getting any magnetite from that. No real sense running it through the magnetite separator then, is there, I guess? It does show it's pouring in there, but the bucket's definitely not filling up. It is under there, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. 48%. That. Oh, no, it is. It's still going yet. I'll go fill this bucket back up then while we wait for that to finish processing then. And we probably should check on our hired workers, then we'll head to town, deposit our gold. And let's see what's right. Yeah, it'll probably actually be about time to wrap up the episode by then. Takes a few minutes here just to clean all this out here, get all the gold out. Is that done? I guess it is. Still shows it's going yet. Close enough. Hopefully we get like another 5 ounces out of that or so. No, 23. 24. 24. So yeah, like I said, about another 5 ounces there. Puts our total up to what, about 16, I do believe. And let's see what we get out of here then. A little tricky getting these buckets out too. It just barely lets you reach them. Okay, so we are getting magnetite out of this one now. So we don't get magnetite out of all the rest of them. I'll have to remember that. All the rest we can just run straight through the wave table then. I need to... They're done? Guess it's still going up yet. Okay. I feel like this takes a little bit longer. I haven't seen the message yet. Either that or I'm missing it here. 95. Okay, okay. It's going up yet. Please wait. They must have changed something with this in the update because I don't remember it being like this before. Is it done now? Okay, it's staying at 95. We'll call that done then, I guess. Pour that in the wave table, and again, we're not going to get a whole lot of gold out of that. What do we got? 2 ounces yet? It's still going up. Nice. About, yeah, good 2.5 ounces there. And again, it's a little bit hard to get an exact number because the hired workers are producing gold too, but there we go, 10% on the magnetite. So yeah, like I said, for the future, I'll just have to remember it's only these buckets that are going to get us magnetite. All the rest, you might as well just dunk them straight into the wave table. No sense doing the extra step here of the magnetite separator. But yeah, still a pretty cool setup here. Someone said, too, another duplex jig here. The game does not let you put another duplex jig here, so that is not an option. I forget what sluice box this is here again, but I think it's the rock one. Might be the rock one, and then there's a boulder one. Is this... I forget which one. No, I think the boulder one's over there. This might be another rock one. I forget exactly what again. They got all the different names, so... Anyway, looks like that's full. Another 2-3 ounces of gold here, hopefully. I'm taking quite a bit of fuel and just to run this here. It doesn't seem to really matter what you have connected to this generator here, by the way. It seems to take the same amount of fuel to run it. More of a time thing than anything. Okay, that is done. We'll shut everything off here then. I think we got everything right. Yes, looks like it. We'll take our 28 ounces to town here, sell that. We're probably not going to be able to buy anything, and probably at this point it's going to be a haul truck next, I think. Unless we wanted to, like, trade out our trommel. I suppose we can look at that here, maybe. I don't think we can afford that, though, either. Let's just check our hired workers here a moment. Make sure they're still working, and I don't think I've seen a message for another one pop up, so I don't think we have any available hired workers yet. So you're on the shaker at Pine Valley, and you are on the front end loader at Pine Valley. And again, you can assign your hired workers to equipment you are using yourself. And it seems a little odd to me, but that's the way it works in the game here. So, and again, we don't have any hired workers available to us, so I'll... failures. Yes, that is coming soon in version 7, I guess, right? I don't know whenever that comes, but they are going to be adding equipment failures to the game here at some point. That'll kind of be of an interesting new feature, I guess. We'll have to have some more parts. All the excess parts I had, with the exception of the ropes or the cables there, I kind of threw it up in storage here. Looks kind of good if you ask me. So we got a bunch of extra of these. Again, I bought... I think, what did I do? I bought 4 of them, had them in the trailer. They disappeared along with the wave table there. Same thing for a bunch of these hoses. I had like 4 of those. So that's why I have so many of these hoses lying around. And why I didn't have to buy any for the tier 3 setup here. So I had them all in that trailer there. Basically, everything that was in that trailer disappeared on me. So, generators, wave tables. I had stuff in the truck, too. Everything that was in the truck and the trailer disappeared. It's like, okay. Not that one. Is this... it's 55%. Okay. I suppose we could go fuel stuff and take this with us. Let's do that here a moment. Just fill up our fuel tank. Okay, well, we're going to slide down the hill, right. Let's see, we're going to sneak under here a minute. Let's see if that's close enough. Perfect. This loader here does seem to drink the fuel, by the way. Okay, there we go. We'll check the excavator here a moment. Come on. There we go. Sure we don't fall into the new hole here. That would be really bad. I should make sure we don't fall in that hole either. That would also be really bad. Let's see. Fuel's on the other side there. Sneak through. Nope. Sneak through here. Oh, look out getting out of the truck. Yeah, that's probably going to take about the remainder of the fuel there. How much is in the truck here? I have enough to get to town, right? Yeah, should be enough. I got a couple fuel tanks in the back there anyway. I always keep them in the back and full, or try to keep them full anyway. Okay, well, we know what we're going to spend our gold on here now that we get to town. We're going to need to buy fuel. 8%. Probably what we should really get next would probably be the big generator so we can actually power everything at the tier 3 setup here rather than the little generators. But for those of you wondering, yes, you can use the little generators to power tier 3 setup. Just, yeah, the fuel doesn't last very long. Fuel usage is actually probably the same if I had to guess. Big generator versus the little generator, so just the big generator probably holds more, so it's going to last longer. Pretty sure, though, they increased the price on that big generator. I forget what it was again, but we were looking at it there during the live stream. It's like, okay, won't be buying that anytime soon. Anyway, I'll meet you folks back at town there, and we'll get this gold melted and sold. Okay, and we have arrived at town here, at least on the outskirts by the blacksmith. We're going to get our gold melted down here first. And again, I've been asked this a couple times, is it better to melt the gold or sell it? I would say if you have just a small amount, you probably just sell it. It doesn't really make that much difference. But for this example here, if we sell our gold, we're going to get $27,446. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and craft this here. Keep in mind, it's going to cost us money to craft this, and we're going to lose 2.6 ounces. But we're going to melt the gold here. 26.8 ounce gold bar. And then head to the bank, and then to the fuel station, and then probably to the shop. Like I said, I don't think we can really afford anything, but it's fun to look anyway, right? And sell gold bars. We're going to get $31,220 for that. Keep in mind it did cost us a little bit to make the gold bar, but that still is quite a bit more money than if we just straight up sold the gold. Of course, keep in mind you do have to have the money to make the gold bar too. So if you don't have the money to make the gold bar, then you're going to have to sell a little bit of gold first to even be able to make a gold bar. $43,000. Like I said, I don't think that really gives us enough money for anything. And let's fuel everything up here a moment. Okay, everything refueled, and at the shop here, again, for the Frankenstein DLC, so that's going to include this machine here, the large conveyor and belt system. That looks pretty cool. Drill machine. Really would like to get this so we can just see where the gold is at in our claim. Of course, we're at Pine Valley, so we should have a high percentage of gold anyway. Anyway, what else do we have? Oh, yes, the trommels. The reinforced trommel. This one is, okay, this one's available in the DLC. How much was that? Is that 111,000, I guess? Yeah, I guess that's 111,000. It cut off there a little bit, so... the one we currently have, trommel, and then we have Old Arnold's trommel here. I don't know what the advantage... Oh, this is available in the DLC too. Okay, I thought one was currently available to us. I guess not. So they are both in the DLC, so neither one is available to us at the moment. Kind of like the looks of this. That's not the sluice box. It's the reinforced trommel here. What else do we have here? Oh, we do have gravel pump. Again, don't have access to that yet. What's this one? Planter. I'm not even sure what that is, actually. Does it say? No. Interesting. Anyway. D-Rocker. Is this one available? Yes, this one is available. A lot more guarantee a lot more profits. Yeah, that's something we can almost look at. Maybe getting one of these. That might not be too bad. Shaker we currently have. I believe this one replaces that shaker, I think. Or not. I forget where that one goes again. Oh, let's see. Glacier Creek. Whoa, that is expensive. Is that one? That one's also Frankenstein DLC. Like another wash plant there, if you ask me. Big fuel tank. Be nice to get that. Big power, yeah, 124,000 for the big power generator. So it's going to be a while before we get that yet. Front loader, yeah, bulldozer. I don't really see a use for the bulldozer just yet. Like I said, I'm thinking the haul truck would probably be the most useful here. So dump truck, 159,000. Was debating on borrowing the money to buy that, but I don't know if that's a real good idea. But anyway, on that note, I think we'll wrap up the episode here. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.